I am very fortunate. 30 years ago, my future was clearly laid out for me. I was in my late teens, just finishing up my high school, very good marks. I was enrolled at the University of Belgrade in Yugoslavia. I had a band and we played around the city every weekend. Everything was perfect. What else could a boy want? The only thing between me and that future was a year in military service that we all had to do, and then I'll be off. But then, in a hurricane of events, the society around me collapsed into a vicious civil war. And I found myself, by myself, out of that country at 19 years old, literally starting from zero. This pre-planned future was gone. And I was left really needing to worry about those essential basic human needs of shelter and food. And remember having constant conversations with myself about what do I do next and what is about to happen. And yet, here I am today, 30 years later, standing in front of you on this podium, a proud father, a new husband, crazy in love, a partner of the world's best professional services firm, a very proud Canadian, and a contributing member of what I know to be the finest human society on this planet. I am very fortunate because I feel I've been able to successfully climb this Maslow's hierarchy of needs over the last 30 years. And this hierarchy essentially describes a progression of human needs from very basic ones at the bottom, the ones for air and for water, and then progresses into the food and shelter and safety and security, and culminates with self-actualization. Well, today, I feel that I am self-actualized. What fuels my passion today is helping others climb this pyramid and making meaningful contribution back to my society. I think that we often humanize organizations as well. And I believe that those organizations that will dominate the future will be the ones who will find a way to self-actualize themselves. They will pass through this midpoint where all the money is and to continue to progress to the very top, where they become self-actualized through meaningful purpose, benevolence, ethics, and transparency. These organizations will operate as both conscious and conscientious beings. I call these organizations sapient organizations. And this is only possible now as a result of the technological explosion that we are experiencing. Well, let me explain why is it important, why now, and what are the sapient organizations. Why is it important? Well, I believe that the stakes today and into the future are gigantic. The stakes are bigger now than they ever were in the history of commerce and human society. This global hyper-connectedness is essentially allowing every individual to access same services and same goods in the future. So those who win, they will win big. They will ingest the competition, they will ingest innovation, and everybody else will struggle to survive. And this will impact all industries, from education to transportation, from advertising to retail, even public services. This trend is already evident in the consolidation of global advertising industry into essentially a duopoly of Facebook, and Alphabet. If you think about global retail, we are seeing the convergence in the oligopoly of Amazon, Alibaba, Baidu, and eBay. That's why the stakes are so big. Why now? Well, technological advancements, proliferation of data, advanced algorithms, artificial intelligence, computing power that keeps up, and hyperconnectedness are converging today like they have never converged before. At scale, with impact, at speed, and affordability. And this situation that we are only observing now is opening brand new horizons for organizations to become sapient. While not a perfect example, think about Elon Musk and his bold purpose to solve humanity's biggest problems, like alternative energy, climate change, transportation, even starfaring. When you combine that with a deliberate purpose and conscientious behavior, those organizations can aspire to become sapient. Now, I describe sapient organizations as those that are conscious and conscientious. One doesn't go without the other. Let me explain further. Conscious. Well, this convergence of technologies will very shortly allow sophisticated organizations to know themselves, to understand the competitive landscape, and to know the humans they serve better than those humans know themselves. They will be able to pick through the primate brain that we all have, where our conscious needs and wants are formulated, and peek deeper into the reptilian brain, where our unconscious fears and desires exist. And this is very exciting and very dangerous proposition at the same time. But this power of technology will allow sophisticated organizations to have that level of insight and make business-wise decisions. Those are the conscious organizations. But those who are able to articulate a genuine, positive purpose and then behave in a transformationally positive, beneficial, benevolent, highly ethical, and transparent way, they will be the ones that will be actually able to manifest this conscientious behavior. And I believe that a combination of consciousness and conscientiousness will result into the sapient organization, and I believe it is those organizations across all industries that will ultimately win and dominate over the next decade. This hurricane of change is upon all organizations today. And nobody knows for sure what the future holds. But one thing that we do know is that what got us here is not going to get us there. So, as my younger self 30 years ago, having this constant internal conversation about what comes next and what do I do about it, I would like to engage with those organizations and start that internal conversation. So the time for that conversation is now, because at the tempo of this change, tomorrow may already be too late. Thank you.